This is the Transformers exclusive crossovers of Ghostbusters and the Transformers for 2019, celebrating the 35th anniversary of Transformers Ectotron Ecto-1. And boy, I was actually quite surprised that this already had come out locally at my local hobby shop. I picked up this figure at R Toys, and wow, the G1 classic packaging just brings a lot of memories. You know, a lot of younger collectors now are thinking, yeah, I googled what the G1 package looks like, and yeah, it's just not really anything to write home about. But if you grew up in the 80s and when you went to stores, when I was a kid, I went to the US or Canada. I went to Toys R Us, and I saw shelves of Transformers in this kind of packaging. It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. Walk through an aisle full of Transformers that looked like this, and even they did the whole artwork back in the day. This is what it looked like, and it had the tech specs, and you had to get that. Now you don't really need to, but back then this was heavy red, and you had to get that thin strip of it was like a red strip of film that you had to put on here, put over the tech specs so you could read the graph. But this really brings a lot of memories. I'm very, very happy to actually get this one. And I'm a big fan of the Ghostbusters. I've stopped collecting the Ghostbuster toys, but I do have the vintage Kenner Ghostbuster toys, so this review is going to be very, very interesting. So I do hope you stay until the end of the video. Check out this new Ecto-1 Transformer together with my old vintage collection Ghostbuster toys. So let's get this guy out of packaging. And here is Ectotron out of packaging, and he does look like a Transformer Ghostbuster. All that's missing is that proton stream from his proton pack, proton blaster. Slimer! He comes with this really nice translucent mold of Slimer, and oh, I love the Ghostbusters. I watched the cartoons, I watched the movies, and his robot mode is really like a Ghostbuster, wearing his jumpsuit. He even has his nameplate right there. It says Ectotron, and he's got the goggles on just like Ray Stantz had in the movie. So very nice. I mean, it's a nice little homage to Ghostbusters. He comes with a proton pack that snaps on at the back. Looks exactly like what a proton pack should look like, except for this part, this top part of the car. Yeah, you got that, the reactor, the hoses, and even the proton gun. I'm actually quite impressed with this one. This one actually came out really nicely. Like I said, it's just missing a stream, that proton stream they could have put. He can actually hold it this way, but it's very difficult to pose the hands holding the proton pack or the proton gun like this. So good thing they put that extra handlebar so he can hold it like a gun. The proton gun actually stores at the back right here. So the only problem is he can't really reach for that proton pack because of the windshield blocking it. He can't reach for the gun. There's no way he can reach the back part. And articulation for the figure, like I said, he can't move his arms all the way back, but he can move it in and out. Bicep swivel, double hinged bicep and elbow, I guess, because of transformation. Hinge wrist because of transformation. Swivel neck, no waist articulation or torso articulation. Legs can go this way, that way. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Oh, single jointed knees, sorry, my bad. Can just go this way, that way. Foot articulation. This is really nice because of transformation, but you can actually have him in nice little poses because of that ankle hinge or pivot. Okay. So that's it for articulation. In terms of paint apps, the white came out really nicely. Most of it is done in just white plastic. There's hardly any white paint apps, which I'm very pleased with, because you know how Hasbro is notorious for white paint apps. Probably the only white paint apps there are on the white-sided rims or tire walls, and right here. That's it. Everything is mostly white paint app, white plastic, red paint apps here, some silver, beige plastic, black plastic. Very nice. Light bar, nicely painted in silver, blue. The Ghostbusters logo, which you'll see more in alt mode. So really, really, really pleased with it. Detail wise, paint wise, and nice use of the mold. Figure also comes with this really nice instruction sheet done in green and black. Just green for that Slimer ooze or ectoplasm. Very nice. And for size comparisons, here he is with Leader Class Ultra Magnus and Voyager Class Optimus Prime, both from the Siege toy line. He stands at roughly head to toe, just a little over 7 inches tall, about 7 1/4 inches tall. Transformation, first thing you want to do, get rid of the backpack, the proton pack. Plug this out, get this out, okay. Transform the backpack this way, get this out, like this, and then fold it like that. And now for Ectotron himself, transform him into his Cadillac ambulance or hearse alt mode. Go ahead and fold out the shoulders this way. Those are the hood pieces. And then the wheels, you're gonna pop them up like that and line up the hood. Very nice. Okay, go ahead and fold in the fists like that. And then you're gonna fold the arms up this way. Okay, and swivel the shoulders this way. Okay, fold the head, fold the chest piece down so that you can fold the head down like that. Close the chest piece. Now fold the shoulders up like this. Now everything's gonna tab in here. The tabs are gonna tab into those slots. So just be very patient with it. Make sure everything's lined up so that the front part of the car transforms nice and flush. It's just like that. Very nice. Okay. Now, if you're familiar with the Combiner Wars transformation, this will be very familiar. Just fold these up and then fold the feet upwards like that. Just bend the knees this way, bend them that way, and inside collapse them inside the lower leg. And this plastic piece right here, it's going to stop the shin pieces or the leg pieces from moving any further. That's how you know you're doing it correctly. Okay, then what you can do is you can just join the leg pieces together and then tab them in right here. These two tabs on the roof are going to tab into those legs right here, like that and like that. Okay, so far so good. Okay, close these pieces, these panels, fold the toes, feet, the heel spurs, fold them back like that, and just make sure everything's tabbed in nice and tidy. Okay, so that's that. All that's left are the doors. Hinge them down on double hinges, and they should tab nicely front and rear areas. And do the same on the other side like that. Very nice. Okay, so that's that. That's the Lincoln hearse. All right, and all that's left is to add the backpack on the roof of the car. Make sure you transform it properly. Okay, fold this up like that. Fold this part of the backpack like that. And then you're gonna wanna tab in the hose right here. There is a notch right in there. It's like a slot right there for this one, the hose, so, okay. And then fold this here like that. All right. Slide that thing right in there. Tab the backpack. Like that. Okay. All right. And then tab the hose off to the side like that. Tab this one here. This one's pretty hard. I've tried to tab it several times. It feels like the plastic is about to just rip. You can see that paint being just scratched off that soft PVC plastic, so it's pretty difficult. And then tab it right there. So, all right, looking good. And then this hose, I guess tab it right here, just like that. Okay. All right, and then this ladder tabs in right here. There's a nice little tab and slot right there. Okay. Doesn't tab in as well as I want it to, but that's that. Okay, and then the proton gun will sit right here. Okay. Okay, so that's it for transformation into his alt mode. Very nice. It rolls nicely, good scale. This is a deluxe class transformer from the Siege line. This is Prowl. So you can see it's a very, very hefty, very big vehicle. Pretty cool. And here is Ectotron with my vintage Ecto-1 vehicle and vintage fire station or firehouse playset from Kenner. And as you can see, it's a very, very nice, very accurate looking Ecto-1. Back in the day, these toys were the bomb. I mean, wow, look at that. Here's the fire station. Obviously not in scale, but it's a nice little diorama that you can set up if you have Ectotron. And then here's that Ecto-1. Very nice, with Winston Zeddemore driving it. This is the Slimer that came with Ectotron, and the vintage Slimer toy looks something like this. This is what he really looked like in the movie, and I guess this is in the cartoon. Yeah. And here is Ectotron with the rest of the Ghostbusters. Egon Spengler, Ray Stantz, Peter Venkman, Winston Zeddemore, and Janine Melnitz. And he fits in nicely. Fits very well, actually, with the rest of the Ghostbusters. Very, very nice. But here come the ghosts. That's not a football player. It's Tombstone Tackle. Zap him. Oh no, it's H2 Ghost. There's that old lady. No, that's not an old lady. That's Granny Gross. And here comes the police. That's not a police. That's ex-cop. Oh my god, I really, really enjoyed this toy. And one more. Bad to the bone. Yeah. I mean, these are my toys when I was growing up as a kid in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. And I really enjoyed them. And to have Transformers with Ghostbusters is really such a novelty, and it harkens back to the time when Hasbro made these crossover Transformers of Star Wars vehicles turning into robots that looked like the pilots or the drivers of the vehicles, and Marvel characters, sort of robot-looking Marvel characters transforming into vehicles. Those crossovers were really nice back in the day, but a lot of the times the robot modes were forced and didn't really look that great. The vehicle modes were okay, but the robot mode seemed a little bit forced. But with Ectotron, I think it works. The robot mode is legit. I can totally accept it. I totally get it. And it has a nice alt mode that really, really reflects and harkens back to that old Ghostbusters Ecto-1 vehicle. And I'm really, really happy with this toy. This toy is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. It is a keeper. If you can find it at local hobby shops, go ahead and get it. This is a must-have for all Transformers and Ghostbusters fans out there. So I hope you enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Transformers Special Edition 2019 Ghostbusters Transformers Ectotron Ecto-1. Thanks for watching. And just one final shot at everybody. Really, really enjoyed the Ghostbusters toy line back in the day, and to have Ectotron, so happy with this toy.